So a few months ago, we did an episode where we ranked the best players in the NBA, and everybody loved it. So I think today we're going to do something similar but a little different, and we're going to rank the top 25 young players under 25. So this should be a fun one.
I love list
day. Just
day.
my bag.
I love list day.
Yeah. Let's just jump right into it. Let's go by tiers of 5. So we'll do 20 through 25, then 15 through 10, etc.
Okay.
Who do you guys have at 25 through 20? Mo, you go first.
Okay, working.
Oh, okay, I'll go first. So 25, I have Benedict Mathurin.
I forgot about Benedict. He's not on my list. Okay.
Jackass, you already lost. Oh, got a curse. Shit. Anyways, all right, 25, Benedict Mathurin. 24, Kevin Huerter. 23, Alfred Sengun.
Kevin Huerter's under 25?
Yeah, Kevin Huerter's 24. Yeah, your list is already trash, bro.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, so 23, Alfred Sengun. 22, MPJ. And 21 is Jordan Poole. Finished out as 20 is Tyler Hero.
Okay. Ooh.
Pretty solid.
I had Tyler Hero a little bit higher than you. Okay.
Interesting.
So, yeah, say that one more time fast so I can see.
All right, so real quick fast. 25, Benedict Mathurin. 24, Kevin Huerter. 23, Alfred Sengun. 22, MPJ. 21, Jordan Poole. And 20, Tyler Hero.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So you didn't have Paolo Banchero on your top 25?
No.
Okay. I just took him off.
Well, he is on it. He's higher, though.
You have him higher than that?
He's higher. Yeah, he's higher. Yeah, he's higher.
Okay, well, I forgot about Kevin Huerter, so I just bumped Paolo Banchero off my list because I just changed it.
Wow.
That's one thing.
Wow.
Okay.
You go ahead and give your 5. I got to change mine up real quick, Donovan.
Look at him. He's already changing.
Facts. All right.
I forgot about some of these guys.
So at 25, we have Jordan Poole. At 24, we have Sengun. At 23, we have Keldon Johnson. At 22, I have Anthony Simons. And then at 21, I have Paolo.
Okay. What about 20?
And then at 20, I have DeAndre Ayton.
Ooh, I have Ayton much higher than you. Tell me why you have Ayton so low. That's interesting to me. I have Ayton a lot higher.
I think that, so for Ayton, a lot of it is just situational right now. Like, I think if he was able to be the number one option on his team, we probably could see him do a little bit more offensively. We could see like the true versatility of his game. But I think this year has been a little bit disappointing. And then now that KD's come into the mix, I know that KD's hurt, but now that KD's in the mix, Ayton really has been relegated into this, rim runner role. We're gonna make you the main beneficiary of Chris Paul's pick and roll game, and one of your main objectives is going to be just to play defense and kind of just let Devin and KD do what he does. So I think if Ayton had ended up going to Indiana in the offseason, he probably would be higher because I think in terms of talent,
a little more.
Yeah, I think in terms of talent, he's higher on the list, but in terms of production, that's why I have him at 20.
Interesting. We're gonna have such radically different lists.
We are because I also did just a little bit of projection on this one, and I tried to stay away from it, but there's some guys who I had to put them a little bit up there.
That's fair.
Can you guys both text your people right now? Are going to see our list on screen, but so we can see him reference it. Can you text your top as we go? Text them to the chat so we can all see each other's lists.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm glad you mentioned the projection thing because I think we should let people know real quick that the whole point of this is zero projection. It's just who is the best players right now, as of today, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I got to clarify.
Yeah. I tried to do that as best as possible. There's some guys who I just couldn't.
Okay. Let me give my top first 5. So I just changed it up a little bit because I forgot about Sengun and Huerter, who I had to throw in there. At first, I had 24 and 25 were Paolo Banchero and Jaden McDaniels. So they're both cut now.
Jaden McDaniels is nice. I snubbed him.
So Jaden McDaniels is my first cut now. He didn't quite make it.
Okay.
So really the biggest 3 snubs is Paolo, Jaden McDaniels, and J-Dub, Jalen Williams.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a hard time with those for the final spots. Nice. So now, at 25, I have Cade Cunningham.
Okay.
24, I have Scotty Barnes. 23, Josh Giddey.
Ooh.
Do you have him higher?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm
22,
surprised.
Jordan Poole.
Okay.
I went back and forth with Giddey and Poole a lot because they're very different games. It depends what you value.
Yeah.
I gave Poole the nod a little bit because he's a better off-ball player, I think, and it contributes to winning. He plays in a very complicated system and manages to play alongside other good players. So I gave that to him. And then I just added them. 21, I have Kevin Huerter, and 20, I have Sengun.
Okay. Listen, that's
20
nice.
Sengun. Wow.
You guys have him a little lower, right?
Yeah, I do. Şengün's nice. Şengün is also a product of just a terrible basketball organization in Houston.
See, I think it's the opposite. I think he's
Really?
being held back by a terrible basketball team in Houston.
No,
I
that's
think-
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, okay,
if-
okay.
Yeah, if he was in a better situation, I can see myself putting him higher. But because they just got whatever it is that they have going on in Houston, it muddles everybody that you look at
Yeah.
in that franchise.
Yeah, none of us said Jalen Green, right? And like,
Hell
Yeah.
no.
that says
I
something.
like Jalen a lot. I think that his basketball career isn't completely tarnished. Like, it's not going to be poisoned for the rest of his career.
Oh, for sure. No one thinks that, right? I mean,
Well,
some people
listen,
do. Not
it's-
us.
It's
This is
kind of
just a really
toxic.
bad
It's
year
kind
for
of toxic, whatever they're doing down here in Houston. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
be shocked to see him kind of
exactly.
like messed up after this.
With Sengun, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because we always talk about. I think Mo's made it his tagline: basketball is all about fit, and that's how you kind of value young players is based on around them.
Yeah.
And Sengun's been in a place where he's been actively held back by his franchise and his head coach specifically, and we've seen them in flashes this year this year.
Yeah.
Give him the reins and allow him to cook. It's like in NFL, people back in the day used to say, let Russell Wilson cook.
Yeah.
That's how Rockets fans are this year with Sengun. It's like, please let him cook. Like, let him get the ball. Please run the offense around him. He's clearly their best player, and they haven't done it. And in the flashes they have done it, you've kind of seen those, like I said, flashes to know that he can beat this guy. So I guess you can call it projecting, but really I'm taking the small sample size we have of a properly built team around him, and I'm assuming that if they actually did that for a long period of time, this is how good he'd be.
Yeah, exactly. With these
That's fair.
types of lists, like even though we're not supposed to project, there's certain players who have to have expectations because of nuclear waste that they're in, like Alfred Sengun. Like I swear to God, if he was on a team that like catered toward him in the more than the Houston Rockets, like the the Charlotte Hornets, we would be talking about Alfred Sengun in a different light.
Definitely.
If he was in the San Antonio Spurs, he would be in a completely different light. He would be talked about as one of the like clear-cut best young players in the NBA. But he's
For
not.
sure.
He's
If he was in
kinda
a
like,
big successful market, if he was in the Miami Heat and he had like the eyes of like a
raps.
team,
He would be. He would.
don't even get me started. If he was a Knick, well, never mind. If he was a Knick, Tom
my
Thibodeau wouldn't
goodness.
play him. But if he was a Laker, he would be the second coming of Jokic to the media's eyes.
yeah, easily.
Yeah, I think more realistic is like the second coming of Sabonis. That's more of an accurate depiction of like his ceiling, maybe.
Yeah.
Because obviously people that make the Jokic comparison, it's an easy one, but it's nobody's Jokic.
It's cheap.
It's
cheap
It
and
is
lazy.
cheap. They see it. They see a white center who can make a couple of no look passes. They say, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
Jokic.
Yeah, the same thing
But
when people
honestly,
say they
listen.
see it when they see a tall, slender kid who can shoot. They call him
It's KP.
next Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Next Brandon Ingram. 6'7" dude who can shoot and play defense. Next Kawhi.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he can dribble.
And you could
next
say
PG.
this bonus comparison is a little cheap too, but I think that one makes a little bit more sense, mostly because they're undersized, will never be good at defense, have the passing chops, a little bit of a power post game. So I can kind of see that one a little bit more, but it is still white boy comparison.
Yeah.
Shout out Shane
It's
Goodman.
fair.
Getting the most run in this list already.
Facts.
In this early season.
I saw Mo has MPJ on his list. He is notably absent from our list.
Yeah.
This is not on mine.
Yeah, I have
One-
to have MPJ on this list, bro. He's one of my
I didn't
favorite
realize he
players.
wasn't 25 yet, so that's one thing.
Yeah.
But I could have added him just now. I was thought about putting him above Cade, but like, be real, I'd rather have Cade Cunningham. So,
yeah.
so tell me
Oh,
about
yeah.
that. Why is MPJ higher than Kevin Huerter?
I have MPJ higher than Kevin Huerter. Now, this is very interesting because I will not outright say that I think MPJ is a better player than Kevin Huerter because I think Kevin is a little bit more versatile.
What are we doing?
Defense. He's a better playmaker. Shit like
What is
that.
this?
Huh?
No, go ahead.
what
Keep
is-
going.
Yeah, it's a weird ass conversation to have, bro. This man, Michael Porter Jr., averages more turnovers than assists per game. He literally averages. Can you guess how many assists he averages per game?
1.2.
Ooh. What about you, Donovan?
I'm gonna say 0.9.
Oh, it's exactly 1.0 from the last time I checked. It's like literally 40 minutes ago, bro. So
That's crazy.
53 assists on the season and 57 turnovers. He does not
53
pass.
assists?
As soon as he touches,
so
it's
low.
going up. Teammates better start running towards the defensive end, bro. Because it's
Have y'all
not
seen that
happening.
TikTok account that's dedicated to
Yes,
posting
yes.
MPJ's highlights?
Yeah.
That guy's hilarious.
I have.
Yeah,
So-
MPJ is not in my top 25. I don't really. You just said Kevin Huerter's better, so I don't know why the fuck MPJ's in your top 25.
Because I had to show him love, bro. Like
I
when
don't know
was
why.
looking-
He could have been an honorable mention, but like
Facts.
that sheer fact of that he only has 53 turnovers, the fact that he is oh, the ball's in my hand is going up.
Yeah.
That's the main reason why I can't put him on this list.
Yeah.
He is
brings nothing else.
Exactly. He's a straight like 2K player. That's it.
And something interesting that happened earlier today, I'm sure y'all saw it on Twitter. He was talking about how it's hard to catch a rhythm when he sits. It's hard to catch a rhythm in the fourth quarter when he sits like 20 minutes prior to that or whatever. And he was like kind of throwing shots at Mike Malone. And I think something that a lot of people have been thinking, this dude thinks he's like the main character or whatever. And he's going to
100%.
He's going to go to another team and his career is going to go like completely downhill from that. And like all of his flaws are really going to be like extremely exposed once he leaves.
The thing is though,
this is great advertisement for a guy that you had kind of in like the upper half of not upper half, but like 20th.
Yeah.
It's a great monologue for him.
To be fair, if he was on another team where he got more shots, he'd put up better numbers, which is probably what matters to him. Like he could average 25 on a team that lets him shoot all the time. Yeah. Would it be a productive 25? No.
Oh,
but would it be flashy to people?
Leads you to a top 5 pick. That's perfect for depending on your team.
While we're on the topic of defense, make sure you're defending your home network at an elite level with NordVPN. With NordVPN, you can speed up your internet, watch shows and movies that are blocked in other countries, and most importantly, protect your network from cyber attacks on up to 6 devices at once. The threat protection feature is great too because it allows you to block ads and hide yourself from trackers even when you're not connected to a VPN server. You can download all the files you want worry-free because you don't even got to worry about whether or not you're going to download a virus because NordVPN scans, identifies, and eliminates threats before they can harm your devices. NordVPN is celebrating their 11th birthday this year, and to commemorate the occasion, you can get a 2-year plan with an exclusive deal, plus a free month, plus a mystery gift. And all this is risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. All you gotta do is go to nordvpn.com/deep3 and get the best online protection on the market. Interesting. So who else? So you have Benedict Mathurin at 30. I do not think Benedict Mathurin should be, at 25, I don't think he should be on there.
That's fair.
I'd rather have Jaden McDaniels, honestly, for right now.
Yeah.
Jaden McDaniels is a hard cut. He's legitimately he's going to be developing into a top tier 3-and-D player pretty soon.
Yeah, exactly. He's elite. He's elite, but I felt like I just wanted to show Benedict Mathurin his respect. Okay. He's one of the better rookies. I think he's starting to slide down the rookie list because J-Dub is on a fucking tear. J-Dub was also a snub, and also Markelle Fultz. I really wanted to put him on my list because ever since he's been back with the Orlando Magic, they look like a different team. But anyways, back to Benedict Mathurin. He just deserves respect, even though he's slid hella like all rookies. They hit that wall. Happened to Paulo Banchero. It's happening to Benedict Mathurin. He's averaging like 12 points over the last 15 games, and it's happening. But I just wanted to put him there.
Okay, I noticed we all have Jordan Poole in here. Donovan, where'd you rank? I don't see your list on here, Donovan. Where'd you rank Jordan Poole?
I had Poole at 25. He was like the last cut. I think for Poole, for me, it's two things. One, he's a one half of the ball type of player, right? Like he's just never going to be a good defender.
I don't think he's like a god awful defender though.
No, but listen, there were times in the playoffs where he was unplayable, and so I think once you get into that setting and you can, teams start targeting you a lot more, it's going to be really, really hard for Golden State to keep him out on the floor if he's not doing the things that he was doing at the end of last season, at the start of the playoffs last year, where he legitimately looked like a third Splash brother. Now, like the term now is kind of like Splash cousin. That's kind of what's been going around. And if he's not on top of his game, if he's not making 50% of his shots, if he's not shooting 40% from three very consistently, I think it's kind of hard to keep him out on the floor all the time.
See, is the problem that his defense is like atrocious and can't be on the field court, or is it the fact that you can't pair him with Klay Thompson and Steph Curry at the same time? I think that's the bigger issue, right? Is that you just can't have that many average to below average defenders. So if they didn't have a point guard who was also a mid defender, well, not Steph Curry's solid, but you know what I mean, small. Like you can't have that many small guards out there.
Yeah,
I think that's more of a problem.
I think, but when all three of them are out there on the floor, they're still picking to go at Jordan.
Well, yeah, that's playoff basketball, right? You're gonna pick the smallest guy. That doesn't necessarily mean he's like a total liability.
No, but he is clearly the worst defender. If you're talking about like Steph Curry, who again is much improved, had a game winner.
He's a good defender.
Had a game winning block the other day, and then Klay Thompson Klay Thompson coming back from all his lower leg injuries. They'd rather go at Jordan Poole than a dude who hasn't had legs for 2 years.
Yeah,
and I think it's like it's some of those things where it's like it's the on ball defense, and then there's a lot of times where I just see him. He's just not locked in. He's not disciplined. There's a lot of times where he can get beat on a back cut. He just has some stupid fouls where he's not like
stupid turnovers too.
Yeah, he's not 100% engaged. I really like Jordan Poole. He's really fun, but I would rather have some of these other players.
I see what you mean.
Because
I think the problem with the playoff defense argument is that that's the same logic of like when people said Steph Curry was a bad defender in like 2016 era because LeBron attacked him every time. But like, yeah, you're flanked by Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala, Kevin Durant, and Draymond Green. Of course, you're going to attack the smallest guy. I think that was kind of what we saw in the finals last year with Jordan Poole. So he is not a great defender at all by any means. Like you said, his off-ball defense is a huge problem. But I'm going to try not to hold the fact that we saw him get played off the court against him too much because I think that's just more of a fit thing. If he was playing alongside Marcus Smart or something, or if he's, then it would be less of an issue, right? Or if he was playing with another smaller guard that attack him. So I think it's just like a strategy thing and not necessarily like he's not Trae Young. You know what I mean?
love the Trae Young shot.
Why is he catching strays?
It's very funny. No, I get what you're saying. There's concerns at every level of his defense with him, whether it's on ball, on ball, off ball, just overall like attention to where your hand placement is and stuff like that. So that's why I have him at 25.
Okay, so you guys had Giddey above number 20?
I actually didn't have Josh Giddey on my list.
Whoa, that is crazy to hear coming from you.
Listen, I was very high on Josh Giddey coming into this year.
Higher than me.
Yeah, I chose to go with Keldon Johnson instead of Josh Giddey.
Okay.
Oh, bro's watching Spurs basketball. You're in the trenches right now.
I think that Keldon is also.
I forgot about Devin Vassell on this list.
Yeah, I was about to say I would rather put Devin Vassell on this list.
Me too. Keldon Johnson's mid.
Yeah.
I like Keldon. I think Keldon has.
He has buff privilege.
I think him and Vassell, frankly, they're both the same as Şengün, where they are very much hindered by like this terrible situation that they're in. Like the Spurs at one point lost 16 games this year
in a row.
Damn.
Yeah, 16 in a row. And I think if the Spurs were on track to win 30 games instead of 18, I think we can see a little bit more of like Keldon's like all aroundness come out. So I still have hope. He's shown a little bit. He's shown some signs of promise in the past. I'm really just still holding on to that, and that's the only reason why I have him on the list.
I think Keldon was miscast this year. They're kind of trying to make him the guy. He has to be the number one option, like go-to wing scorer.
Yeah,
and he's not good at that at all. So I think the better indictment of him is what we saw like last year and the year before that, where he was like an off-ball player next to DeJounte Murray, next to DeMar DeRozan, and he can kind of like be a 3-and-D wing with a little bit of self-creation. Him having to be the guy is just a nightmare. Like that's not his game at all.
Again, that's why they've lost 16. Yeah. That's why they lost 16 in a row, and they're in the running for Wemby. But I'm holding out hope. He's again one of those guys where I'm still projecting. I think if he can get to another situation, he can start to like legitimately be more recognized as one of the top young players. But yeah, so I have him at 23 for Giddey. It hadn't. I think for Giddey and me, I thought he was going to win Most Improved Player at the start of the year. And so for him not to take the leap that I thought he was, it's still just a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth, pause. And so then that's why he's off my list.
Whoa.
There was no way around it.
Okay. I disagree, but whatever. But anyways.
I think he's been solid.
He's been great. In my mind, like, I've always been on the lower end of Giddey. I know y'all for a fact have seen that meme that's been passed around across NBA Twitter. Shout out to Hoop Intellect. Like he makes these NBA draft scouting report thingies, and his little screen card that he had for Josh Giddey, his weakness was just like all around everything on the basketball court: athleticism, dribbling, shooting, like everything except for passing. And so like overall, I never really saw it with Josh Giddey, and just to see how he's able to like be real surgical with his game while having possibly the worst bag in the entire NBA is so impressive.
Run straight.
So impressive. Run straight, run around circles, bro. And he just makes the most obvious, well, not so obvious, but like he's just a great basketball player.
If you put Bob Cousy into the modern NBA, you'd get Josh Giddey.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great comparison, dog. That's a great comparison. And I'm like, what type of leap did you expect him to make? You wanted to have him average
No
20 or
handles.
what, bro? Shit.
He's good though. He's a very smart passer, surprisingly decent scorer. Gets to his spots, plays the right way. All this white person shit.
So speaking of Giddey, this is a great transition because I have Giddey at 19.
Okay.
At 18, I have Ayton. At 17, I have Maxey. At 16, I have Scotty Barnes, and at 15, I have Franz Wagner.
Ooh, I love the Franz love. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
let me send mine.
Right.
So you had Scotty Barnes very high. I had Scotty Barnes at 24. I did not have
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes very high. We'll talk about that.
Okay, so part of the reason why I had Scotty Barnes high is because I was kind of projecting because I'm like, I know this dude's a little bit better than what he's doing right now because I just don't think the team around him caters to his game like it does to, I don't want to say like Franz Wagner, but a lot of other players on this list, their team is building towards them or at least putting the
That's a good point.
players who, you know what I'm saying, feed off of the game. And I think Masai Ujiri, he needs to be investigated. He's not doing Scotty Barnes right at all.
You're right.
Something's wrong with him, all right? So
You traded for Jakopoto to start next to him, which is an even worse fit for Scotty Barnes. So I see.
yeah, so I'm just like, I know he's better than what he's doing right now, and I'm not even the biggest Scotty Barnes fan.
Okay. So I have at 19 I have Franz Wagner. I see you guys had him higher. I kind of wish I would have now had the balls to do that. At 18 I have Anthony Simons, which I haven't seen on your guys' list. You don't have Anthony Simons on your list?
Oh, I do.
I
Okay.
had Simons at 22.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I got Simons at 18, Harrow at 17, Ayton at 16, and Maxey at 15.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, I just fucked up my list on whatever.
Yeah.
Solid. All right. Real
Tell
quick.
yours
That's nice.
So I have Hero at 19, Cade at 18, Jarrett Allen at 17, Franz Wagner at 16, and Scotty Barnes at 15.
Jared Allen is not 28 years old?
No, he's 24, surprisingly.
Damn.
He's young.
I left him off my list, bro. Holy fuck.
Tough.
That's on me.
So you guys have Scotty Barnes very high.
Yeah.
Beginning of the year, I would have did the same thing. But I just feel like the rookie of the year buzz and the fact he had a strong run into last year made everybody overreact, including myself. I bought the hype. And this year, he kind of just like, he didn't get worse, right? Like, he's like, it's easy to, you kind of have to fight the bias of negatively hurting a player's image too much because they didn't take a second-year leap where we all assume they'll be stars.
Yeah.
So, to be fair to him, he doesn't have to do that. But I just don't think he's been that great. Like, sure, you could say the fit isn't good, but I don't think he's improved much at all. Do you?
I couldn't say that he's improved, but it's so hard to ask him to improve when, like, it's not set up for him to improve. You know? Like, I feel like if the team was gutted out, or at least, like, not even gutted out, but, like, you know, if you were to give him any leeway and give him the keys, then if you were to give him the keys and he wasn't, like, able to do what he's doing right now or able to progress, then I'd be like, okay, like, I'm kind of off on this dude, but, like, growth is not straight shoot. It's not linear in the NBA, so I can't really
Well, so what's he great at right now? His defense is better in theory than it is in practice right now. We've seen flashes of it. His defense is better last year. I don't think he's been great this year on that end. His passing is actually pretty good and underrated, I think. He doesn't have a ton of opportunity because Fred and Siakam are the main ball handlers, but you can say his passing is really good. He's not a particularly good scorer at any level. Like, maybe eventually he'll be a good rim scorer with his length, but he's not really good at any of that. So, I don't know how he's better than, say, I don't know. You guys have him above Ayton. I think both you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ayton's way better right now. I can't even imagine doing that.
Yeah, I think that's just projection on my part.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'd rather have Scotty Barnes on my team than Ayton. But now that I'm thinking about, like, Ayton's better right now.
Ayton's way better right now. I feel like Ayton's underrated by your guys' list. Well, then again, I don't have much higher. I have him at 16. But it's like putting Scotty with Franz Wagner is crazy to me. I think Franz Wagner's better at, like, everything right now.
Yeah, that's fair. That's just only me giving him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if people will realize on this list, all the people that I felt like I was wrong about, I gave them the benefit of the doubt.
You don't want to have biases? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I faced my demons in the mirror today.
Okay. Sure. You could also say that you could use the same logic I used for Sengun for Scotty Barnes with you've seen the flashes when he's on a team that has like players around him that fit when people are out for injuries and stuff. And right now he's not the best fit there most of the time, so that's what's holding him back. If you want to do that, then I get it. That's to be consistent. I understand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me see your list, Isaac, again. I need to revisit that.
Yeah, so I got 19 Franz, 18 Simons, then Hero at 17. Do we all have Hero on the same place? Where did you have Hero?
Yeah, we got Hero in the same range. I got him.
Where'd you have him?
I got him at 20.
Okay, you have him a little bit lower than us.
I have him at 19.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a little bit higher on him than you. He's a player that I feel like I had to stop myself from hating on too much because like he's easy to hate on.
It's so easy to hate on him.
Yeah. So I had to like take a step back. I'm like, okay, so we like to make fun of him because he was anointed so early and as like this like next star because Miami's a big fan base, and he wasn't that. But he's a really good scorer. The thing for me that made him higher is he's really good without the ball in his hands. Like he can play next to a Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, whatever. But like Bam Adebayo, he can be a guy that doesn't have to have the ball. His versatility as on and off ball player is almost like Devin Booker like. Very Devin Booker light, I should say. Yeah. Because obviously he's not as good at anything. But that versatility means a lot to me.
That was a crazy statement.
Yeah. Listen, I feel the same way about Tyler Hero. I think like he's cool. Like there's really like there's really not a lot to say about Tyler Hero in that like he's not one of the worst young players, but at the same time, like you are not going to elevate him into a space where you feel comfortable building a team around him. He's probably never going to be you know what I'm saying? Like he's probably never going to be the first or second best player on a championship team, but he's going to be a very, very solid role player.
Yeah.
You know, like he's cool. That's literally all I can say about him. I
feel like when it comes to Tyler Hero on most of our lists, it sounds like we were like grimacing putting him on there. Like I was like, I really want to put him this high, and I almost disrespected him and put him at like towards the end of this list, but I didn't. I put him at 20. So like Tyler Hero, like I agree with everything that you said, Donovan. And when I think of him, like if I think of him as like a great complementary piece to any franchise type player that you want to have around him, you know,
yeah,
like
he's
I think just a great piece. He's a building block. He's just something nice to have, you know? He's not going to change life. Well, he possibly could change life for your franchise player depending on their play style, but...
Mm-hmm. Like, if you give, like, a Luka Doncic to Tyler Hero, that would be a great fit. Like, I think he's a very positively impactful offensive player. Defense is obviously not great, never will be. He's small, slight frame, but I think he has legit offensive impact that's only going to get better as he gets older.
Definitely.
Let's talk about DeAndre Ayton, because we've all said him at this point. I have him at 16. Mo has him at 18. Donovan had him at 22, I think.
20.
20, okay. So, you don't like DeAndre Ayton at all. Tell me why.
I'm not a huge fan. I think DeAndre Ayton just hasn't been able to find his rhythm at all in the NBA.
I think he has this year.
I disagree. Offensively, I think at least when the Suns are full strength. And this is another thing that I was saying. Like, if he had went to Indiana, if he had went to another team, then we probably could have seen the full talents of his game. But I feel like he is kind of one-dimensional offensively. I don't feel like
one-dimensional. Really?
I don't feel like when I watch DeAndre Ayton play, I don't feel like he is like great in a lot of things offensively. I think I hear about the touch on the jump shot and like I watch it and like it's cool, but I don't listen. That's gonna be the word that you are going to hear a lot today. Yeah. It's just like it just doesn't move me. But like when I watch I think the strength. I think his strength is defense and being able to defend in the paint. But I don't think that there's anything offensively that like jumps off the.
But think
page.
about. I feel like he's
a
victim.
So I think one dimensional was the wrong word to use. It's more just. This is gonna sound harsh, but it's more unimpressive.
Isaac, we're on the same wavelength right now.
I think you're holding him to expectations of number one pick and not accurately judging him as a player.
Exactly.
You have Scotty Barnes above him. What does Scotty Barnes do impact-wise that's better than DeAndre Ayton? You said DeAndre Ayton's a solid defender is where his strengths lie. Sure. He's a 17 points per game efficient scorer. Whether you're impressed by it visually or not, he's a good pick-and-roll man playing off ball. He can self-create a little bit in the post as a secondary ball handler. Yeah. When players have been out, he stepped up and had a higher scoring volume when he's needed. Compare that to the people above him, And I feel like if you didn't know where he was drafted, if he was a second round pick, you'd be like, this guy's number 12. Like he's great.
Yeah,
He's great. Okay.
it's just like Ayton is just stuck in this weird predicament to where it's like he's good, but he's not good enough to like because of the people who was drafted after him. It's like for the rest of his career, people are just gonna look at him as a slight disappointment, you know.
Yeah.
No matter what he does,
Not Luka.
like he could be a 3-time All-Star, 4-time All-Star in his career. Someone's gonna say he should have been a 6-time All-Star and he was a disappointment. It's just what it is, and there's nothing really wrong with that. But I just feel like at times we're gonna like I think what we're doing right now. And now that I'm looking at my list, I'm like, maybe I should have put him a little bit higher. Is that we're underappreciating DeAndre Ayton, and we need to get to a point so we're like, we need to accept the type of player that he is, and the type of player that he is better than like 70% of centers in the NBA, 80%, 85.
You know, I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna put him to 15 and put Maxey to 16. Yeah. I was doing it myself too. I kind of like now I'm saying it out loud and talking through it. He's better than Tyrese Maxey right now.
Yeah, I would definitely rather have a player like DeAndre Ayton because his center archetype is extremely rare. I can find a lot of players who are similar-ish in the mold of Tyrese Maxey. May not be as good, but as for DeAndre Ayton, that's rare as hell. You can't find a center who's that light on his feet, who's more than competent defensively, and is not limited outside of the three-point line on the offensive side of the ball. You know,
Yeah, I mean, he's 30% from 3 too. So like he's not like a good shooter yet, but you see it. He takes them. He provides a little bit of spacing. Like teams have to respect him a little bit.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I think he's very good. I think he has legitimate two-way impact that isn't like great two-way impact, but it's like above average good on both ends.
Yeah, facts. And I think my thing is, I think even if he was to go to a team like Indiana, I don't know if he would get the looks that he just doesn't seem like as dominant of a personality, you know? Like I don't really see him like I don't know if he has that dog in him. Like, is what I guess I'm trying to say. I'm not calling him a bitch, but I just don't know if he has that dog in him.
Did nobody say that?
Yeah,
nobody said that.
Yeah, I'm cool off of Aiden. He's a humongous man. I don't want nothing. I don't want no problems with Aiden. All right,
Zero smoke.
Yeah, I'm a bitch. I swear to God, I'm scared. You kidding me? Yeah, I'm a bitch.
No.
Running away.
That's funny.
That's funny.
We're going to take a quick break from the pod to tell you guys about Underdog Fantasy, the best and easiest way to play fantasy sports online. And it's super simple to get in on the action. You can play online or you can play in the app. And all you have to do is hit higher or lower on your favorite or least favorite player stats for the night. And if you hit all of your entries in one night, you can win up to 20 times your money in just one night of basketball. And the best part is that if you sign up today using promo code TD3, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. That's basically free money to win even more money. So again, sign up today using promo code TD3 and get to playing with Underdog today.
Yeah. Let's move on. Let's do 14 through 11. Then we'll do top 10 all at once. Here's my 14 through 11. At 14, I have Jared Allen, who I think is just a hair better than DeAndre Ayton. At 13, I have Desmond Bane. 12, Evan Mobley, and 11, Mikal Bridges.
Can you repeat that one more time for me, please?
14, Jared Allen.
Yep.
13, Desmond Bane. 12, Evan Mobley, and 11, Mikal Bridges.
Wow, okay.
Mikal Bridges. With some of those?
Wait, how old is Mikal Bridges?
Like 23?
No, he's not 23. No way. He's not.
He's
2018?
There's
he was a 2-year player.
That's what I'm saying. He spent time in college.
Yeah, he's been in college for a minute.
He's not 25.
He's 26.
Oh. Yeah.
What? Okay, so shit, I gotta change my whole list.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna update the screen right now. Everybody's sliding up one spot, and Jaden McDaniels is 25. Bridges is gone. So now I have.
That's perfect. I'm glad you made a mistake because I'm looking at my list and I wrote the same name twice. So we're cutting out one person. Everybody's sliding up. Josh Giddey, welcome to the list. Welcome to the list, Josh Giddey. You've officially made it.
Okay, right. So the repeat. Now I have at 14, I have DeAndre Ayton. At 13, Jared Allen. 12, Desmond Bane. 11, Evan Mobley.
I'm crying now.
He's 26? What the hell?
We're going 14 through 11.
Yep.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay, so considering that Giddey has now made the list, I'm only going to send you guys 13 through 11, and then we'll be back on track for me.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so confession hour. While you're while you're typing out your list, I have to admit my sin.
You messed up too?
Okay? I messed up, and you won't believe who I forgot on this list.
He forgot Luka.
I didn't put Trae Young on this bitch. I didn't put Trae Young.
He's so forgettable.
I sold.
This is the most fucking just messed up list ever.
Bro, and I did this shit. I did this way earlier in the day. So I'm like, bro, I don't even know how.
Okay.
And I was doing my research, bro, looking at stats.
Okay, listen. Next list, we're gonna have to send it in pre-show, fact check it, make sure that everybody's there, and make any final adjustments in terms of like, oh, I forgot this player, I forgot that player. This is crazy. 3 mistakes from all 3 of us.
The dysfunction is what I thrive in.
Look at us.
Wow.
Someone take away our mics. Okay, so send your next 4.
Okay. This is my 13 through 11. So I have Maxey at 13, Desmond Bane at 12, Evan Mobley at 11.
Okay.
So basically the same thing, but I had Jared Allen there instead of Maxey.
Our lists are actually pretty similar. There's only like 3. Nah, our list ain't similar at all. All right. So, damn, never mind. All right. So at 14, I have Paolo Banchero. At 13, I have Desmond Bane. 12, I have Anthony Simons. And then 11, I kind of cheated. I put Cade LaMelo. They're both hurt. They're out for the rest of the season. Why are y'all looking at me like that?
That's
what the hell going
that's
on?
high. That's high.
You have Paolo Banchero top 15?
Hell yeah, dude.
Did you stop watching him after the 10th game of the year?
Maybe.
Bro, he shoots like 45% from the field and 28% from 3. He hasn't made a shot in 6 months.
Yeah, over the last 10, 15 games,
you
he's
have
like
Simons
40%.
at 12?
Yeah, he has. He's putting up crazy numbers this year, for sure.
No, he's not. He's putting up good numbers. I wouldn't say crazy.
Dude, he's an elite. He's one of the best shooters in the NBA. Of course. Yes, he is. What are you talking
Did
about?
you say Cade at 11? Did I hear that right?
I put Cade and LaMelo at 11, all right? I said I kind of cheated. God damn, y'all are cooking me.
Cade at 11?
Nah,
God damn, let me send my list.
This is why we need a fact check. We need a
fact check what? What did I mess up on?
No, this is not a fact check. It's a take check. That's a horrible take.
No, it's not.
Listen, Mo, please. You have the floor. Please explain.
Explain to me how Paolo Banchero is better at basketball than DeAndre Ayton right now.
All right. Look. If you're looking for an explanation, motherfucker, you're not getting one, right? I'm a vibes type of guy. You should know this already. Why are you expecting smart basketball X's and O's? Motherfucker, I go by how I feel at the moment. And at the moment, Paolo is one of my favorite rookies over the last few years. And just seeing how NBA ready he came. Now, obviously, he doesn't look so NBA ready because he had a mean-ass brick wall and shit like that. So it's kind of embarrassing right now. But anyways, 13, hey, give me my credit. I had Desmond Bane at number 13.
Congratulations. Congratulations. But you had Anthony Simons above him. It's a crime.
I had Anthony Simons. He's putting up fantastic three-point shooter numbers. He's one of the best three-point shooters in the entire NBA. Top 10.
Let me see what Simons is at right now.
Yeah. And then I put Cade and LaMelo because I had to respect them, and I feel like, they're both hurt, and I don't want to completely
How can you tie Cade and LaMelo? LaMelo is so much better than Cade right now.
LaMelo is so much better than Cade right now?
Yes, Cade should not be this high.
Look, they're injured light-skinned dudes who are tall. I just bunch them in together, man. All right?
This is a crime.
God,
Anthony Simons on the year is shooting 38% from 3, which is per game. Yeah, per game. I don't know. I'm looking at the total thing, but
he has 8 attempts per game.
That's crazy.
that percentage, according to Cleaning the Glass, puts him in the 66th percentile of all combo ball.
To be fair, his shot difficulty is very high, and he's probably really high off the dribble percentages. So he is a great shooter, but he's not Klay Thompson. He's not this good that he's fucking number 12. He's not better than Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane is a better scorer, a better defender. The passing is probably a draw, even though Simons is more of a ball handler.
Passer.
Oh, there you go. Desmond Bane's better at everything.
But Desmond Bane look weird, so that's why I didn't put him high enough, bro. He looks like an action figure. I'm sorry.
You saw that picture of him with the forearms. Did you just snort? Did somebody just snort?
No, I hit my table. I punched my table.
Weird,
this episode is so unhinged. This is crazy.
It's the worst list ever. People are gonna flame us.
My list is solid, bro.
You got Paolo Banchero at 14.
I don't know. Something just didn't feel right about Desmond Bain like being higher than Anthony Simons. Anthony Simons spent some VC, got some nice tattoos. Like, do I look like putting him ahead? No.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So,
All
where's Evan Mobley? Did you already say Evan Mobley before, or is he in your top 10?
Oh no, I had Evan Mobley's in. He's a little bit higher.
You had Paolo Banchero above Evan Mobley. Jail right now.
Oh man,
I'm shocked. I'm stunned.
my list is great. Y'all are tripping. Comments gonna back me up on this.
Cade Cunningham tied with LaMelo was insane.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Watch more ball.
Let's go to this top 10. I don't know. Evan, first shout out Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley has been improved so much over the last 15 games or so offensively. His shot making has been so great, as well as his defense already being like legitimate top tier. He's 11. I want him to be a little higher, but this is the highest he can go. But Evan Mobley's him.
Same.
We all had Desmond Bain this tier, right?
Yeah, I have Bain at 12.
Me too.
Oh,
Same.
yeah, I had Bain in 13.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at 12. So you had Maxey at 11 above Bain. Explain Maxey over Bain to me. Donovan.
No, I don't. I have Bain. I have Maxey at 13.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at your list backwards. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. So you had okay.
I have Mobley at 11, Bain at 12, Maxey at 13.
Okay. That's pretty much the same as me, but I have Maxey at 14. Or actually, no, I have him at 15 because I flipped him and Aiden.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Tyrese Maxey.
I know you do. You thought he was being all-star.
I really do. I need the Sixers. The best thing for Tyrese Maxey's personal career would be for the Sixers to lose in the second round. They fire Doc Rivers, and we get somebody who can nurture Tyrese Maxey's talent and really just give him the keys. Because right now, what Doc Rivers is doing with Maxey is, in my opinion, it's unforgivable. He's trying to practice. he's trying to use him as just some like spark plug that you just throw in. And yes, he can do that. He deserves more. He did
Justice for Tyrese.
He deserves more of the offense. And from day one, I have not felt like, at least day one of this season, I haven't felt like Doc Rivers has been putting Tyrese in the best situations to succeed. And I feel like he needs the ball in his hands a little bit more, and not just needs to be like the change of pace guard to whatever James Harden and Joel Embiid are doing over here. And then we're like, oh yeah, we have we have 5 minutes left in the quarter. Tyrese, go out there and get some run. Like, he needs to be actually integrated into the offense. And
I can agree with that.
Yeah, he's a victim of fit, right?
It's a shame.
It's tough when you have Harden and Embiid. Like, somebody has to draw the short string.
Yeah, trade James Harden. Give Tyrese Maxey the keys.
All right,
in my mind, though, like, how good do you think Tyrese Maxey can
be
like as an individual? In my mind, I think he's in. I don't want to say he's in the perfect position, but like,
yeah,
ideally, I'd like him playing next to someone like Joel Embiid, and you could say James Harden as well, because I don't think he's there to have that type of responsibility. If you were to give him the type of responsibility that you want him to have, Donovan, then he would be not a disappointment, but he would let you down.
Who?
Yeah, I can see it.
Tyrese Maxey. Like,
you take that back.
Yeah,
you take that back. Let you down. Let you down.
No, you act like I'm talking about your boyfriend or something. Tyrese, relax, all right? Tyrese Maxey, like, when I think of like change of pace, I see it in his game, but there's time. I don't know. He's a very conflicting player to me sometimes.
Because his role is conflicting. He's too good. He's too good to just be like this like not irrelevant, but like the spark plug, change of pace, third option type of guy. He should be a little bit better than that. Obviously, he's not as good as James Harden to where you want to fully give him the keys to the offense, but there needs to be a better way to find the in-between in there. And so that's why it's really weird to watch Maxey play right now, because his fit is not 100%. And this is something that the Sixers have dealt with for like 6 years now. And I don't know if it's like the way that they set up the offense around Joel, because even with Joel and Ben Simmons, you weren't able to get a good like guard to center fit in their two-man game. And they had good stretches, but when it was just them two, they was still like, is it going to work? Is it not? And it's carrying over to this era with Maxey. And so I don't know what needs to happen like exactly in terms of X's and O's, but Maxey needs to be a bigger part of the offense, and it needs to be like a big three rather than Harden, Embiid, plus Maxey.
Facts. I see what you mean.
Okay. Actually, I can't be mad at that. Let's move on to this top 10. We're 45 minutes in. This 10 through 14 was a blender. Disgusting. Let's get these top 10. Let's do 10 through 6. I'll go first. So I personally did not forget Trae Young. I'll go ahead and say that first. Trae Young is on my list, unlike somebody.
I added him on my list, so.
Okay. You're going to have to send me these lists at the end so I can put them on screen because these lists are changing every 5 seconds.
Facts.
No, first, let's say it again. Let's say our first 10 or our first 15. So my updated list after all the fuck-ups is 25 Jaden McDaniels, 24 Cade Cunningham, 23 Scotty Barnes, 22 Josh Giddey, 21 Jordan Poole, 20 Kevin Huerter, 19 Alperen Sengun, 18 Franz Wagner, 17 Simons, 16 Tyler Hero, 15 Maxey, 14 Ayton, 13 Jared Allen, 12 Desmond Bane, 11 Evan Mobley.
Nice.
All right, cool. All right, I'll go. We're gonna add Giddey into here post show.
Okay, 25.
But then we're gonna start 24 up. So Poole at 24, 23 is Sengun, 22 is Keldon Johnson, 21 is Anthony Simons, 20 is
That sounds so nasty, bro. That's the worst take.
No, you have far worse takes. So don't try to
Stop
divert.
that.
No,
that's a bad take.
sorry.
You had Paolo Banchero
Keldon
and
doesn't
Cade
deserve
Cunningham.
to be on this list, bro. I'm sorry. He's not.
Paolo Banchero, Danner doesn't either.
Listen. No, I mean Paolo deserves it. Anyways, 21 Anthony Simons, 20 Paolo Banchero, 19 DeAndre Ayton, 18 Tyler Hero, 17 Cade, 16 Jared Allen, 15 Franz Wagner, 14 Scotty Barnes, 13 Tyrese Maxey, 12 Desmond Bane, and 11 Evan Mobley.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, actually, I have Banchero at 25, not Jaden McDaniels. I forgot.
Oh, okay. I thought
He wasn't
you
down.
deserved to be on
This
list,
episode
but
is ridiculous.
I know.
Anyways, I got 25 Benedict Mathurin, 24 Kevon Huerter, 23 Sengun, 22 MPJ, 21 Jordan Poole, 20 Tyler Hero, 19 Josh Giddey, 18 DeAndre Ayton, 17 Maxey, and then at 16 I got Scotty Barnes, 15 Franz Wagner, just like you, Donovan. 14 I have Paolo Banchero. Yeah. 13 I got Desmond Bane, 12 Anthony Simons. There we go. And then I got 11 I put Cade LaMelo.
Why are we letting you put two people in one spot?
They're hurt. I'm not gonna completely
Just cut off Cade
them.
and say LaMelo so you save yourself some headache.
No.
You
Right?
can't put two people in one spot.
Let him. He's a grown man. Let him do what he wants. If he wants,
This is a
Thank
top
you,
26.
it'd be
If,
like that.
if two people are tied, that means there's no 12, and the next guy should be 13.
They're hurt. All right, let's
They've
move on.
combined. They've combined to play less than one season. So I'll
Yes,
allow it.
exactly. They're both tall, light-skinned dudes who are hurt. Bad ankle, bad.
All
knee
you had to
problems,
do was
all
just put LaMelo Ball instead of LaMelo / Cade, and your problems would be solved.
Oh no, yeah, it was a very easy solution, but I feel you, Mo. I'll let you.
You
rock.
don't take the easy way around here, all right?
Okay. Anyways, so at number 10, I have LaMelo Ball.
Okay,
There's no hyphenated name next to him. It's just LaMelo Ball.
gotcha.
At number 9, I have Jaren Jackson Jr.
Okay,
Nice. Okay.
At 8, I have Darius Garland.
okay.
At 7, I have Anthony Edwards.
Wow. Okay.
And at 6, I have Trae Young.
Wow. Nice.
We were so close. I'm gonna send my list because Isaac, you and I had these exact same 10 through 7.
This is crazy.
The exact
I'm trying to
same.
get something out of left field from Mo. Let's see.
I have LaMelo at 10, Jaren Jackson at 9, Darius Garland at 8, Anthony Edwards at 7, and I have Zion at 6.
Okay, so the only difference is you had Trae above Zion. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
what about you,
cool.
Mo?
All right, cool. So at 10, I had Evan Mobley. At 9, I had Darius Garland. At 8, which I'm kind of iffy on, and I kind of want to flip-flop these two, I have Jaren Jackson Jr. And at 7, Anthony Edwards. And 6, I got Trae Young. So not that crazy.
Yeah, all the same pretty much. We all have LaMelo around 10. LaMelo is like, I think he's the biggest difference right now between current and potential because he could get much higher if he can finally put together a healthy season with a competent team around him. Like, I would expect next year he rises up this list extremely high. But right now, like, 10's about as high as you can put him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. With the amount of time that he's played and how rocky of a start that not only he has had, but like his whole team is disoriented. Kelly Oubre Jr. is averaging. He's averaging 17 shot attempts per game, bro. That team is fucked beyond
Carrying
the
my
moon.
fantasy team through the playoffs right now.
Yeah, there's just a lot of wacky stuff going on over there. But regardless of the fact, LaMelo is extremely nice, and his archetype of a player is extremely rare in his offenses. I'm projecting a little bit, and I feel like we're all kind of projecting a little bit with how we ranked him. You know,
I think he's about where he should be. Right for right now, trying to do zero projecting. I think he's about right here.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't feel
interesting thing to me is we all had Jaren Jackson right above him.
Yeah.
Before the year, I don't think anybody would have said that, but he's kind of proved himself this year as like a legit top tier defender, right?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. He's gonna win Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, probably. Unless
Brook
Brook Lopez makes a hell of a run or something. But yeah, Jaren is like, how do you weigh that with? Because I know we talked about a Power 4 tier list a couple weeks ago, and like I had him A tier, y'all had him B. Do y'all still stand on that, or do you kind of like, would you elevate him now that you see like top tier defense, pretty fucking good offense too? Like, you know what I mean?
With how different the Memphis Grizzlies look without him on the court, I definitely would put him in the A tier.
Let's go.
Yeah, I definitely.
The
put
heated
him in the
debate.
A tier. They fall off defensively without him.
Yeah,
One difference I see we have.
Agree. I probably agree.
Good. I'm glad. Vindication. One difference I see here is me and Donovan both have Darius Garland right above Jaren Jackson. Mo, you flip them. Is that just for things we're talking about? You just think that defensive impact is higher than anything Garland brings?
Yeah, like as I was explaining to Melissa, I said I don't know if I genuinely would have Darius Garland or would rather have Jaren Jackson Jr. over Darius Garland, but I just like value that defense so much, and I don't want to say that Darius Garland is having a down year, but it's like he's not as efficient, I believe, off the top of my head as he was last year, so that kind of took it down for me. But he's been a fantastic, superb player, and that's very flippable and switchable to me, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm not standing on it.
Yeah, they're all one spot next to each other, so it can't be that big of a difference.
Yeah.
We all had Trae Young above Anthony Edwards, and that was kind of debatable for me. Did y'all struggle with that at all, or was that? Do you think is Anthony Edwards not there yet for you?
He's just not there yet for me.
Okay.
I still think that Trae's passing is still like on another level than Anthony Edwards, and defensively, like I like Ant is a better defender, but I don't think like it's worlds better.
Yeah, definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? Than what Trae Young is as a
defender. Everybody's world's better, but it's not like Ant's a crazy impactful defender. So I see what you mean.
Yeah. So I because of that, I like to value Trae's passing ability a bit more. And Trae's he's a good shooter. He's a good creator. So I think he's better right now.
Okay. I'm a bit surprised you put him above Zion. Is it a health thing? Have you like had to put Zion down a little bit?
It's purely health. If Zion was healthy, he might be 2 on this list. I like the way he was playing at the start of the season before he was getting hurt. When we did our top 30 list, he was top 10 for me. And
crazy. And
so it's just he just hasn't been able to be out on the floor. But in terms of how he stacks up against other young players, I would still rather have Zion today and the potential of him on the floor than a lot of other guys.
Yeah, I rated everybody for if they were healthy. I was like, I'm just trying to say who's the best players. So, I mean, I held it against Zion a little bit because like he's not 1 or 2, but I gave him the top 5 nod. Like, 'cause, I mean, when he's healthy, that's what he is. Eventually, we'll get to the point where like he's never healthy. He just can't be in this tier. Yeah. But I just didn't try to conflict too much with like trade value or anything. Like that's when the health really comes into factor. So if I'm like just doing best players, I think he's better than Trae right now. But it's debatable.
Yeah, if we're doing that, I can see that. He's been gone for a majority of the year.
He has. Hasn't been great for a majority of his career. Even like it's
facts.
It's looking grim. We're a very pro Zion podcast, and it's pie in the face a little bit.
Yeah, but the reason why I didn't have him as low as you, Donovan, is because like when he is playing, it looks like aside of like this earlier this season when he was kind of looking. He wasn't the Zion that we knew, but when he is playing, you see it, and he's already there, and he doesn't need as many reps as like anyone else with how much time he's missed, and it's like just asinine to see just how good he is off the rip, how little preparation that he needs, you know?
Fact, like bro, imagine if he was healthy and had actual development time for these last 3 years. It would be ridiculous how good he'd be. Like it's honestly like a tragedy how injured he's been and like how little we've seen of what could be.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this was a gamble with him. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
but to touch on Whoa, okay, that's cool. But to touch on the Trey Young thing, I I definitely see a world in where people would want to put Anthony Edwards over Trey Young, but I feel like over the past, let's say like I want to say like 30 games, he's been better. He's been a lot better offensively, a lot more efficient as the season has gone on. He just had one of the worst starts to his career.
Yeah, it was bad.
No, not to his career, but he just had a terrible start to the NBA season. And as time has went on and has like things have shifted with the Atlanta Hawks, he's
normalized.
been more of a nuisance. Yeah, he's exactly what you just said, Isaac. And also he's been more of a nuisance on the defensive end. The defense will never be his thing, okay?
You keep saying that. I'm not buying it.
You don't have to buy it. The stats will, though, all right? Because if you look at
what stats are
over
positive
the last
about Trae Young?
20 games of his career, not to say that steals mean that you're a good defender, but over the last 20 games of his career, or this season, whatever way you want to put it, if you look at the list, all right, and see what type of names that's around him, he's averaged about almost 2 steals a game, and around him you see guys like Matisse Thybulle, Herb Jones, OG Anunoby, Kawhi Leonard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, all these big ass dudes. He's by far the weakest dude over here. You don't have to care, but that just goes to show that like him and his effort defensively and the continuous growth that he's been trying to make has been there. Just a couple nights ago, he put up the greatest defensive performance that he's ever done in his NBA career. A couple nights ago, bro. And
that's like Ben Simmons' best shooting performance of his career. One made
you have to watch, bro. It's like little things like coming in and being an absolute bastard while a player on the offensive end is trying to post it. He comes in and rips away the ball. That's the type of stuff that he needs to do. Just be annoying. No one's asking you to stay in front of your man on a consistent basis. And when I see things like that from Trey, and once he like gets all the other like all offensive kinks that he has to his game correct, he's easily going to be like top 5, top 4, 20. I think next year is his last chance to be a top 24 player. So, yeah, I would put him higher, but sadly, he's not at offensively just yet.
Okay.
But shout out to
top
Trey.
of this episode,
Love the improvement.
We said 25. We said we're doing under 25 years old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under
For some
25.
reason, I felt like I didn't say it for a second. And I was like, hold on. Could have nailed that better. Okay. I see your point. Let's move on to his top 5. Here's my top 5. Number 5, I have Tyrese Halliburton. Number 4, I have Zion Williamson. 3, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 2, John Morant. And 1, Luka Doncic.
Ooh, 2 John Morant. Okay.
Y'all don't have John Morant at 2?
I don't have him at 2.
I don't.
What are we doing?
Here's my list. So I have Trae Young at 5. I have Tyrese Halliburton at 4. I have Ja at 3. I have Shai at 2. And I have Luka at 1.
Listen.
Wow.
Just because Ja wants to gangbang doesn't mean I think he's not an amazing
player. It's not even like that. And as we're saying this, a tweet just came out saying that Ja Morant entered a counseling program. He's gonna
Good for him.
There's no timetable for his return to play, but he's entering the counseling program in Florida. So good for him for going out, doing what he needs to do to get back right. Hope everything works out. Aside from all the other stuff that comes around with Ja, I think that Shai's ability to be a very, very impactful scorer in the paint in the same way that Ja is, right? Mm-hmm. And be able to play a little bit better defense than Ja.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think he's better. Yeah, I think he's better.
I think the offensive impact of Ja is still a little higher. I think his creation, his passing is a little better.
For sure,
you could say that they're comparable scores in that Shai's a better defender, Ja's a better passer, but you think Shai's passing is closer than Ja's defense is. Mm-hmm. I get it, but I don't know, maybe it's a winning bias thing. Maybe it's like that's the thing I need to like try to look at is that maybe I just say that because Ja's been on winning teams. So maybe I'm holding that against Shai a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe,
I don't think that's nothing to
tough.
Argue over back and forth with for real, because like I don't know, like Shai's game.
Shai.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Shai?
No,
it's Shai, right?
It's Shai.
Yeah, it's Shai.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
First off, Mo, tell us your top 5, Mo.
Yeah. Okay. So cool. My top 5 at number 5. It's tough, but I had to look at myself in the mirror. Tyrese Halliburton is top 5. All right. Number 4 is I got Shai. 3, I got John Morant. 2, I still have Zion Williamson. And number one, obviously, like Luka. I don't.
Okay.
No
I
one
mean,
has
if they're
to talk about
healthy, if you're doing if healthy, it's a fine argument, I guess. Like Zion is that good, but I had to draw a line somewhere with the health thing,
that. Understandable.
and that line happens to be exactly at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and John Morant.
Yeah,
That's
understandable.
fair. That's fair.
But I get it. It's not terrible. We all have Luka 1, obviously. You don't even got to talk about it. It's fucking Luka.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna clickbait.
Like,
I'm gonna clickbait the thumbnail, and I'm gonna put number 1 and put John Morant just to piss people off.
oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Oh my god, bro, you're evil. But yeah, I just feel like
great.
I put Zion at number 2 because I feel like if he was just to hop in right now, if he magically got healthy and hopped in right now, into the whatever crazy race is happening right now in the Western Conference, that changes and shifts things a lot, and I feel like he'll have that type of impact to where the Pelicans are not completely written off anymore, and they're a team that you have to account for.
I agree with you. If he was healthy, he would be 2 for me as well. The stuff that we were seeing at the beginning of the year was crazy. Like, it's MVP type numbers, MVP type performance. The Pelicans were rolling first in the West, all that. Like, everything that you would want from one of the best young players.
In the West is crazy.
Just best players in general. Zion was giving everybody a look on all facets. And so, yeah, if he's healthy, I think he's better than Shai, and I think he's better than Ja. But he just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
So you guys both had Tyrese. Actually, you had Tyrese at 4, Donovan above Trey.
Yeah.
So talk about that. Talk about that a little bit.
Listen, man, Tyrese is just nice like that. Tyrese is just nice like that. He's a better passer than Trey. I think he's a better creator. I think
that's tough though, because Trey's a good passer. Like
he
is. Some people are going to disagree. You're right. You're 100% right. But people are going to disagree because Trey has big assist numbers. But you're right.
I think Tyrese. I think Tyrese can set up people into better looks than Trey can. I think in terms of carrying an offense, Tyrese is more efficient. Now, he doesn't take the shots that Trey takes. I understand that, right? I understand he's not taking all the threes. They're not in the same like off the dribble way that Trey is. But at his frame, he's able to score at a very, very high level. And
60% true shooting. He's legitimate elite efficiency scorer.
Yeah, so I think with both of those things, and again, basically 95% of the league being a better defender than Trae Young, I think there's a lot of runway to Tyrese being better.
Yeah, that's fair, honestly. I mean, I now that I see it, we all had him above Trae Young. I don't know why in my head it was only you, but we all had him one spot ahead.
Yeah, you're waiting to pounce on me. You know what you're doing.
Yeah. I had Trae at 6. I forgot, and then Tyrese at 5. So it makes sense.
He was setting Mo up.
Yeah, exactly.
We all agree.
Like,
for common knowledge.
This was the rub in, bro. Yeah, like I'll agree with most of the things that all you guys are saying about Tyrese Halliburton, just the productivity that he's having this season. I think everyone knew it was good, but I don't know if anyone thought that he was this damn good and would be this like level of efficient of a scorer.
Not I.
Indiana Pacers this season, 60% true shooting with a shot form like that. Like, bro, do you understand how tough it is? Do you understand how tough it is to hit contested shots with the way he shoots at that high of a clip? It's ridiculous, bro. And then also his ability to set people up. And I feel like my biggest thing when it comes to the passing thing with Trey is that I feel like the ball just sticks to his hand way too much. And with Tyrese Halliburton is just 100% instinctive. And Trey specifically this season, has just like a one-directional type of passing, Yeah. And I would say like throughout the past years of his career, completely different story. But this season, there's just something off with him. Now, in terms of scoring the ball, I think Trae Young is still like he's just a better bucket getter. He gets buckets off way easier. Gets his line. He's a free throw merchant, bro. Obviously, and he has one of the best floater games in the entire NBA. But like in terms of just like I feel like at times I can see Trae Young hinder the offense. And when I watch Tyrese, I never get that feeling whatsoever. The game just comes to him. He lets it flow.
Yeah, you're right. Trae Young is a very good assist getter. You can say he's a good passer, but he's not like his numbers are deceiving for his level as a playmaker.
This season, damn it.
Tyrese is a true playmaker. Like he will create shots for others, keep the ball moving. Like difference between passing and playmaking is this argument right here. One person gets assists, one person creates shots for others.
Yeah.
Which seems it seems like that's like saying a whole lot of nothing. to like when you first think about it, because like, oh, getting assists, that's what the name of the game. It's how you be a good passer. But it's kind of hard to explain, right? Like it's kind of like you have to like
it's like
you understand,
because like if you're talking about getting assists, if you're getting assists, sometimes those assists are built in because of the scheme in the system, right? Like you know because of the play that a coach draws, an action is going to happen, and if the defense plays the way that you think they are, there's going to be a person open somewhere, and so Trey's able to go through that motion and just take what is there. Tyrese is able to look at something, and no matter what the defense is in, he can shape shift things. If the first read isn't there, he's able to find another read and then hit the pass.
Yeah,
and he's able to have the ball in his hands, and it's more like he's calling the play because he knows what's going to happen, and then he can set up a person that way.
Yeah.
You know?
This season, I would say if that first read isn't there for Trae Young, if the first read isn't there for Trae Young, he'll take the ball back and run it back, and he'll spam until it's there. That's what it looks like.
A lot of the
Or
best
just give it up.
passers, passers know sometimes you make a pass that's like the pass to the assist. If you're running pick and roll and they double you, and then the defender from the corner slides down to the big man, you throw it to the big man because he can hit the corner. Trae Young won't do that. He'll only hit the pass if he can hit the corner and get the assist.
Exactly. If he thinks it's a guaranteed bucket, like a direct path to guaranteed bucket, he's doing it. But if it requires more than one other person to touch the ball, he's not doing it.
Yeah,
this season he's not doing it.
It's proactive versus reactive, right? Like he'll react to the defenders, while a truly top tier passer is proactive and moves them in a way.
It's selfish basketball. That's what it is.
Stat pattern.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Trae Young, he has some things to work on this season, but we got Quinn Snyder, and we're playing better basketball. So
I hope so.
He'll be all right.
Yeah, man. That's our top 25 under 25. It was a rough road to get here, but you'll see it on everybody's screen right now on our names. You'll see our full list. After numerous fuck-ups, here's our top 25 list.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Now, we have something else bigger we're going to do. So it's March, and that means it is March Madness season. And if you know anything about March Madness, the highlight is everybody makes brackets of everything.
Yes, sir.
And we are no different. We are no better than your average YouTuber. We're going to do an NBA bracket.
Let's get into it. Is this part of TikTok time or is this separate?
This is clip time. This is mid-form time. It's like TikTok time. It's made to be another video, but it's a little different. So we're not going to call it TikTok time, but it's damn near.
Okay.
So let me start my screen recording on my computer because I have to record this to put in the video. So yeah, I made a bracket on this website of all 30 teams. Normally a bracket is 32 teams, so the format's a little weird because 2 teams have to have a first round bye. So that kind of messed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So what I did instead of doing random is I ordered it by standings if there was no conferences and we were just doing, the best teams in the league. So right now, everybody can see it on the screen now. I'm screen recording. The Bucks are the 1 seed and the Celtics are the 2 seed. So they have first round buys. All right, it's March Madness season. Let's do this full NBA bracket.
Got the arms going. Let's go. Let's go.
Let me scroll so you can see it all. So first matchup, we have the Jazz versus the Mavericks. Who is winning in a 1-game series?
The Mavs. You can't bet against
rhetorical question.
I'll take the Mavs.
1 game for sure.
I want to take Utah so bad, but I'll take Dallas.
You want to trust Lowry Markkinen?
Listen, they just played like last week, and it was a close game. It's a very close game.
No, the Jazz are a good team.
Yeah.
If the Jazz didn't do their trade to get rid of Jared Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley, and Mike Conley, maybe I would have been like, hey, listen, there's a reason they have the same amount of wins.
It's 1 game.
But because they did that, and it's all on Lowry Markkinen's shoulders, we got to go the Mavericks.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Upsets will happen in this bracket, all right? So don't be talking crazy in those comments.
So the Mavericks move on.
There we
go. Next up, the Knicks versus the Wizards.
You know what it is.
I'm going to get the Wizards. I got the Wizards.
Shut up.
Listen,
it's
the Wizards
1
are pretty
game.
good. I like
really
the Wizards.
Trust Julius Randle?
If Jalen Brunson is there, yes, I'm taking the Knicks. Like, come on.
I'm going Knicks.
Come on.
Wow, okay. We can do
I get it.
The Knicks.
I get it. The Wizards are more respectable than people give them credit for because they're so mid on paper that people like to make fun of them. But that mid-3 is a solid team. Like, they're mid, not trash for a reason.
Bro, they have 3 20-point scorers. Who the hell let that happen?
I think what does RJ Barrett average? He averages like 18, so the Knicks damn near do too.
That's disgusting, bro.
Let's go with the Knicks.
All right, cool. We'll
Thank
do it.
you.
The Knicks.
We're gonna trust Jalen Brunson a little bit.
Okay.
He's the deciding
respect
factor. Isn't it? We're in a crazy world right now that Jalen Brunson is better than Bradley Beal.
Wow, I didn't even think about that, bro.
How'd that happen?
Bradley
Beal's fall off and he's gonna be
kinda
dedicated
fell off.
to a documentary.
Yeah, exactly, bro. If anyone,
we don't care
bro.
that much.
We don't.
Yeah,
Not a good
Bradley
fuck.
Beal is.
We do not care.
Hey,
Okay.
you. Man, let me not get into that. All right, whatever.
What? Listen, no, I know. Listen, I know what I said. I know what I said. I know what I said about Washington, but like,
Yeah.
it hasn't gone the way that I thought it was gonna go. I'll stand on it, but let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah, let's move on.
Nets versus Pacers.
Oh,
Yuck
this is
versus
good.
yuck.
This is a good game.
It is. So Bridges versus Halliburton dueling. We got Claxton versus Miles Turner down low.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like definitely matchup dependent. Because
Yeah.
the Nets are going to play
Spencer
small ball
Dinwiddie's really
and
good.
stretch them out and defend them. But I think Miles Turner is one of the bigs equipped for that.
Yeah,
So-
agreed.
I kind of want to go Pacers, but it's kind of close.
I think I want to go.
I will go with Indiana on this.
Hey, I'll go with Pacers. I
if
don't
they're
know.
healthy.
Do you want to bet on this version of Mikal Bridges?
I'd rather bet on this version of Tyrese Halliburton.
Man, this is tough.
Because the Pacers have fallen off down the standings because they've dealt with a lot of injuries and just like regression to the mean. But earlier in the year when we saw them clicking before people got hurt, they were legit. And not to say the Nets aren't pretty good too, but they have a losing record since the trade. I'll say that.
Yeah, true.
We're going
Gosh, This is
Pacers.
tough. Yeah, Pacers. Let's do it.
Awesome. 76ers versus Rockets. Give me the Rockets. Give me Jalen Green. Alperen Sengun is going to be the MVP this game.
Listen,
All right.
they took them to double overtime earlier in the year, so
All right,
it's kind of a toss-up.
Anything's possible.
Let's
Kind
be
of-
serious.
kind
We're
of a
taking-
toss-up.
Obviously,
we're
the
taking
76ers.
Sixers. All right.
James Harden's gonna be
Don't disrespect 40%
James Harden's
three-point
James Harden's
shooting
gonna be
Harden.
back in Houston. There's gonna be a lot of strip clubs for him to visit again. He might be tired. Who knows?
That's a good point. We're assuming Houston has home field advantage for some reason, but it's a good point.
That is true. Would that really be home court advantage?
Dun dun dun.
For the sake of the bracket, the Rockets do have home court advantage.
Yeah, that's
Either way, the
actually true.
76ers win.
Yeah, Embiid is
Next up-
destroying them.
Warriors versus Pelicans.
I'll take the Warriors. I don't
I don't even
have
want to talk about this. The
I don't
Pelicans
have
are
to
ass
think
right
about
now.
it.
Yeah, nah.
Post Zion Pelicans are horrible.
Yeah.
Plus Ingram's been hurt, but if they were both healthy, I'd probably still lean Warriors. But Zion doesn't exist anymore, so you can't even do if they're both healthy. It's the Warriors.
Facts.
Warriors
Facts.
next. I'm even yelling over this, bro.
Zion Williamson is the friends he made along the way. Cavs versus Spurs. Are we trusting?
Cavs.
Are we trusting
God.
Branham? I forgot. Branham. I don't know.
Let's just go Cleveland and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it.
Nathan Branham or whatever. Yeah. Cavs.
Malachi. Okay.
Dean
Clippers
Wade,
versus
I trust.
Raptors.
Cool.
Keep in mind, Russell Westbrook is on the Clippers.
What you,
You're so
you
wrong
trying to
for
say
that.
that in a good thing or bad thing?
you're so wrong for that.
I mean, it's a good thing. They have playmaking now.
He's been very fine.
No, I'm kidding. It's the Clippers. The Raptors are mid. They've
I
been
trust
solid
Kawhi.
since Jakob came in, but are you picking them over Kawhi Leonard and Paul George in a 1-game series?
Yeah,
I'm not.
Hell no. Give me Ty Lue, Kawhi, and Paul George.
We got to
Any
start
day.
picking some upsets. We're going straight chalk.
Listen, it's
We
the first
do.
round. It's the first round.
Upsets
That's when the
happen in
upsets
first round.
happen.
Okay, this is a good one to think about it. Timberwolves versus Thunder.
Give me the Thunder.
Oh, this is really. This
Let's-
is not really an upset.
I guess we got to assume
okay.
we got to assume Karl Anthony Towns isn't there because he hasn't come back yet. He's been injured for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No
Give
cat.
me OKC.
Are we picking OKC? Oh, well, I'm
Yeah.
outvoted. Doesn't even matter what I pick. It's fucking OKC. There we go.
Yeah.
Shout out Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shout out Shane Giddy.
Okay. Oh, messed up the bracket a little bit. Okay. The Grizzlies versus the Magic. At this
We're
point,
taking the Magic.
Yep. This is the upset. This
We're
is the
taking
upset.
the Magic.
we are not picking the Magic. I'm not
Yep.
allowing that.
We're
We're not-
picking Markel
It's 2
Fultz.
versus 1. It's 2 versus
Shut
1.
up. We're not going to
This
mess
is
with
the
this bracket. I'm
upset.
picking the Magic.
Why?
This is
Why not?
Paulo Banchero's time. This game will show you why he's on my list. All right.
Paolo Banchero has not made a shot in 6 months. We're not picking them.
Franz Wagner's there.
Yeah. Franz
I'm putting the
Wagner, Will
Grizzlies. You're
Wagner.
unserious. I'm vetoing this as a person
We are,
holding the scoreboard.
I'm very serious right now. What,
No, yeah.
what are
I'm
we
so
doing?
Upsets
you want
we
to
are
look.
very
You want to look our audience in the eye with integrity and tell them that you are picking The worst team in the conference against the number 2 seed.
They're not the worst team in the conference.
Here we go.
Right?
My bad.
I'll look at the camera right now. I am picking the Orlando Magic to beat the Memphis Grizzlies in a 1-game series.
And I second that.
I am podcasting with a pair of bozos, and I have no choice but to click Magic. All right, it's in.
There we go. Upsets have to happen, bro. This is the upset. This is if any team's gonna have an upset, it's the Memphis Grizzlies. They don't have Brandon Clark. Steven Adams is gone. John Morant. We just have to assume that he's gone. There's no real way that you want to select the Memphis Grizzlies confidently, bro.
This man he's putting his faith in Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I put my faith in Tyus Jones and Desmond Bane. Fuck Dylan Brooks. Bench him.
Yeah. Nah, man.
Okay, Suns versus Bulls.
Suns.
KD's gonna be back sooner than later. I think we can assume KD's there.
Yeah, KD or not.
We'll take the
Suns.
Okay.
We'll take your boy DeAndre Ayton too. We'll take the Suns.
Let's go. I think it's more an indictment on the Bulls being terrible than it is anything about DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
we just had to throw his name in there. Call back.
Nuggets versus Pistons. I don't want you guys to say a single word. I'm gonna click Nuggets. Keep your mouth shut.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, for sure.
Hawks versus Lakers.
That's crazy.
What?
Here's the
cool.
Hawks versus Lakers, the interesting one.
I will take the Los Angeles Lakers.
I will also take the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, with the way that they've been playing, but bro, Jared Vanderbilt is a terror.
He's so good. As a
terror.
Lakers fan, I have personally fallen in love, and I'm personally willing to say I will sacrifice my life at the altar for Jared Vanderbilt.
This dude is a munch. Oh my goodness. I can't believe you said that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're picking the Lakers here.
Bro.
AD,
Yeah, Lakers though.
Healthy LeBron, assuming he comes back. Come on, we're not picking Trae Young and DeJounte Murray.
Hawks are way too dysfunctional right now on the court, but they've been better. But they're not.
You sounded so sad saying that sentence. That's crazy.
Kings versus Hornets.
I'll take the Kings easy. Beam team.
Yeah, King is scoring 200.
Light the beam.
Yeah.
Heat versus Trailblazers.
Oh, this is a good one. This is good.
I don't think it's good at all. The Trailblazers suck. It's the Heat. Come on.
But the Heat are ass too, bro.
The Heat are solid. They're like the 6th seed right now.
Bro, are they really solid?
The Trailblazers are 13 seed. The Trailblazers are horrible. They have 31 wins right now.
But they have Damian Lillard.
They've had him one game. They have him now. It's not helping.
But it's one game though.
The Heat are 4-6 in their last 10.
Exactly. They've been ass.
Now do the Trailblazers.
3-7. I mean, it's like a 1-game difference, but like,
yeah.
I'm
picking Damian. I'm picking the best player on the court.
It's Miami Heat. Come on, it's the Heat.
But we gotta pick some upsets.
No, we don't. We have to pick
like they're loaded though, bro.
This is round one. We don't have to do upsets.
You do. You're not a college basketball
They're
watcher.
coming. They're coming. The upsets will be here. I promise. It's the Heat.
If you want to say Heat, I won't be mad.
If you say Trailblazers, I'll be mad.
We'll go Heat.
Thank God.
Whatever.
We'll go.
Have y'all watched a Trailblazers game in the recent months? They're fucking ass.
No, they are, but
like,
it's one game. Anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, there's limits to anything is possible.
No, one game is
That's
one
what they
game,
said.
bro. Yeah.
And then UMBC beat Virginia. You know what I'm saying?
You'll be led astray. You'll be led astray when you see Jeremy Grant giving them boys buckets, bro.
Oh my God.
It's one
the
game.
The Lakers were down 28 points, and nobody had come back from that. And then they did. Stuff happened.
It's one game, bro. Anything can happen.
Okay. The Bucks versus the Mavericks.
Bucks.
Not even gonna think about it. I don't blame you.
Yeah, they're wiping their ass, bro. Bucks.
I'm letting you know right now. If it's a matchup involving the Bucks, I'm taking the Bucks.
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it.
That is fair logic. Knicks versus Pacers.
This is where an upset can come in.
I'm gonna go Knicks though. I don't think the Pacers have enough firepower.
We'll take the Knicks
With Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
Tyrese is better, but Julius Randle and with Josh Hart now as actually have a connecting piece on the wing. Yeah, I can't pick the Pacers.
Mitchell Robinson is healthy. They have RJ Barrett.
The Knicks actually have depth now. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
You suck, Mo. All right, what's next?
Now here is time for upset. 76ers versus Warriors.
Is this?
Listen.
Yeah.
The favorite's got to be the 76ers, but Are we picking Joel Embiid and James Harden over Steph Curry in a 1-game series?
If they were going to have a meltdown, it would be in this game.
Where are they? Are they in Golden State?
Neutral site. Actually, no. Okay. The Sixers are the higher seed. They're in 76ers.
Okay, I'll take them.
Yeah, the Warriors' road record is they're like 27.
Oh,
like
good point.
They can't win on the road.
Like
You're right. Okay, it's the 76ers.
yeah, Sixers.
The defending champs bow out in the second round. It was a good run.
But it would be a classic Doc Rivers thing for them to lose at home.
Facts. You're totally right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cavs versus Clippers. This is an interesting one.
I'm gonna take the Cavs, and I don't think it's like
the Cavs are really
it's
good.
not hard for me.
Come on, the Clippers have been a little because they haven't been healthy. They've been dysfunctional. They can't really get it together. But in a 1-game series, Kawhi and Paul George. Listen, they don't gotta play Russell Westbrook down the stretch if they don't want to.
The last time I saw the Clippers with their backs against the last 2 times, they won. Had what happened? I can't remember. Okay, I can't remember the second to last time. But the last time that there was like a game 7 1-game scenario, Paul George was hitting shots off the side of the backboard. So I'm taking the Cavs.
Fair. But the next season after that, Paul George beat the Jazz by himself and made it to the conference finals.
Facts.
Now we have discussed this before.
Okay. I don't want to get into Rudy Gobert discourse. I didn't mean to trigger that.
You know my thoughts.
Good save, Isaac.
Okay, where are you going, Mo? Cavs or Clippers?
Am I the tiebreaker on this one?
I haven't said my choice yet. I'll be the tiebreaker.
Man, I think I have to go with Kawhi Leonard. He's been hooping, bro.
I think I go Clippers as well. The Cavs are 1-game series. 1-game series. I gotta go Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard's back.
It's hard to ignore because one of my biggest critiques about the Cleveland Cavaliers is that they have a hole that I thought in the 3 spot, but Isaac Okoro as time has gone on, his 3-point percentage has been jumping out the roof incrementally. So
when did we start trusting the Clippers? When did that happen?
Listen, I don't know if they're not going to go that much further, but I just think matchup wise, the way the Clippers can go small and stretch out the Cavs with their 2 big lineups, it's going to be hard to run that. Granted, the 2 bigs are pretty mobile, but I don't know if I can see the Cavs out shooting them. I don't know if I see the Cavs defense being a great matchup to stop the Clippers.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think the Cavs.
It's just a matchup thing.
Either.
The Cavs
and the Cavs' biggest weakness is wing depth, and they're going against the best wing duo in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a matchup
about that? Thing. Who cares about that?
I forgot. Paul George is a pussy. We gotta just go off of.
It's not even like that. But Donovan Mitchell himself can elevate himself to peak performance at times. And I know Kawhi can do that. No, I know Kawhi can do that as well. But they are loaded everywhere. And we just haven't seen the Clippers been able to do it at all this season, like for a consistent stretch.
Listen, it's 1 game. They don't need a consistent stretch.
If it's 1 game, bro, give me Kawhi Leonard. Like, fuck the consistent
I'd pick the Cavs in a series, but 1 game I'm picking the Clippers.
I think that's a great way to cap this off, Isaac.
I'm taking the Cavs in both.
Celtics versus Thunder.
We got the Celtics.
Yep. Next, Magic versus Suns. Gotta pick the Suns.
We'll take the Suns.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, Magic.
Nuggets versus Lakers. This is what everybody's talking about in the media. Everyone wants to say Jokic is a fraud. The Lakers would beat them in the first round of the real playoffs.
Yo, everyone is waiting to get their defensive highlight clips of Jokic.
Facts. People are salivating.
Yeah, they're waiting for him to crumble and tumble.
Which way are we going? Are we picking the upset Lakers?
If LeBron is healthy, it's so hard seeing. Yeah, 1 game, LeBron.
It's the same logic.
Anthony Davis, Vando. I think I gotta go with the Lakers, man.
I think I'm taking the Lakers.
Yeah.
Okay, let it be known I'm taking the Nuggets. I'm scared to pick the upset. I'll go safe, but I'm outvoted. We're taking the Lakers.
It's so hard to win against a healthy LeBron James, D'Angelo Russell playing the way.
A healthy Jokic though. I guess last time we saw Jokic have help, he made the conference finals, but he lost to the Lakers. So
exactly.
No, I'm gonna go Lakers. There's only one kryptonite for Jokic in the league right now, and it's Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis has been the only one that's actually been able to slow him down in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. And you have Anthony Davis who can focus a little bit more on the defensive end and not have to carry as much offensively because he has shooters and D'Lo and Michael Beasley, and he has a defensive. Yeah, you tell me Jokic has to deal with him and Vando? What?
Michael Beasley too.
He's walking through those doors.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Next one: Kings versus Heat. We're going Kings?
I'll take the Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me
Town.
Kings.
Like the beam.
Yeah, they don't have the Heat. They're too old for them, bro.
All right, we're at the Elite Eight. Are we
Let's do
going
it.
Bucks or Knicks?
Bucks.
We're going with the Bucks.
Wasn't
Easy.
even a thought. Okay. 76ers or Clippers?
Oh,
Bro.
man. This
Two
is tough.
How do we
Chokers.
trust the 76ers?
2 chokers. Wow.
Who do you trust the least?
Oh,
It has to be. I don't know.
Embiid,
This is.
who do you trust more, Embiid or Kawhi? Like, Kawhi's more trustworthy in the playoffs, but Embiid, when healthy, is Embiid.
Yeah, but like...
But they
Embiid
have
has
Doc
given-
Rivers and James Harden.
Yeah, and Embiid has given me reason to not trust him because something's always wrong with this man.
Are we gonna let the Clippers make a Final Four run?
I just said the Clippers had to be out. Oh my goodness, I'm
I don't trust
frustrated.
Embiid, bro. He has a stomach issue, or like he's and like notably like he starts to deteriorate.
Put the
as
Clippers in.
The
Put the Clippers in the Final Four.
Clippers, it is. Damn, that's fucking
Yeah,
weird.
Clippers. It's weird, bro.
Cinderella run for
All
real.
right,
Embiid just
Celtics
hasn't
versus
proven it.
Suns. Is this where the Celtics run ends? I mean, where the Suns run ends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me
Celtics
the,
it is.
Give me the Celtics
Celtics were a lock for Final Four, no matter who they played, pretty much.
for sure. Elite team.
Here's the real test of your faith in the Lakers. Lakers or Kings?
Lakers.
Like the beam.
Give me the Lakers. Give me the Lakers.
Lakers. Yeah, Lakers. You can't like
Listen,
the beam if you don't play a lick of
The
defense,
Kings are a
bro.
great team. When it comes down to it, they're not going to have the interior defense to stop the most unstoppable
won't.
finishing duo in the league.
They won't need it.
Yeah.
They won't need
Nah,
it. They are going
Anthony
to.
Davis and
They're going to
Randle is
run
going
up
to
the
give
floor
fun as hell.
every single play. The 176-175 game, they are going to try and recreate that every single time.
Bro.
And I promise you, LeBron's old knees will not be able to keep up. Give me
Jared
the Kings in a
Vanderbilt
one-game
is
series.
going to run down the court and snatch block DeMontis Sabonis every time he
He's not
runs.
going to do nothing. He's not
Nah,
going to do
we're-
anything.
We're picking the Lakers.
Yeah,
Let it be known. Let
Bro,
it be known.
We
I'm
have
on
the
beat
Lakers
team.
and Clippers in our Final Four. This is madness. This
That's
is March
so
Madness
crazy.
for real.
This is kind of nasty. I ain't gonna lie
This
to
is
you. Who
big
fucked
city
this up? Which one of y'all
bias.
fucked this
Hey,
up?
it's matchup based. That's the beauty of March Madness. We would
It's
never
big
pick them
city
for the
bias.
conference finals in real life, but this is different. But Bucks or Clippers?
Come on. now.
Bucks.
This is where the
Bucks.
Clippers run
Come on
ends. It's the Bucks.
Yeah.
Giannis
Kawhi,
scored
I've given you a
50
lot
on
of
that.
grace up to this point. You're not getting shit against Giannis.
Yeah, you can't survive against the Giannis, bro. Sorry.
Now the other Cinderella run, Celtics or Lakers?
Celtics.
Did we have to think about it at all?
Are y'all gonna put these Lakers in the championship?
Nah, give me the Celtics. Come on.
Personally, I would pick.
Cut Mo's
Celtics,
mic off.
yeah.
Keep it moving. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah,
What are we
yeah,
doing?
yeah. All right,
It's the
whatever.
Celtics.
Gosh,
So,
this guy's
in the
fun
most
at
chalk
parties, bro.
fashion possible, the finals is the 2-1 seeds. Are we going the Bucks or the Celtics?
We're going with the Bucks.
This is hard. We
Yeah.
can't just decide that easy.
Listen, they took them to 7 games without Chris Middleton last year, and that was the best version of Boston. They've
True.
regressed. They've regressed a little bit. Milwaukee has gotten Chris Middleton back. Whenever all of them are healthy, they're rolling. This is the year.
Milwaukee's the 1 seed right now, and they've gotten like a week and a half of good Chris Middleton play combined on the season.
Facts.
If he's getting his legs under him and he's back to prime self, you said the Celtics regress. It's that defense has regressed a little bit. Those lineups with Horford and Robert Williams aren't as dominant, which you're going to need those big lineups against Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yep,
And if Robert Williams isn't having the same defensive impact, I don't know how you could pick the Celtics.
that's right. Talk to him.
Yeah.
I don't think Malcolm Brogdon is walking through those doors and stopping them.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It's gonna be tough. I think it's definitely gonna be like a 7-game series for sure.
Well, this is a 1-game series. This is a March
Oh.
Madness game.
Damn, you're right. I forgot this is a 1-game series. Yeah, 1 game. I definitely trust Giannis way more than Jason Tatum. I definitely do that, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Milwaukee Bucks are your NBA March Madness champions.
Woo!
Light the beam. Oh, wrong city.
Shout out to the Bucks, man. Shout out to Giannis.
Fear the deer.
His NBA great career, man.
There it is. That's fun. It's gonna be a good video. We're gonna turn that into its own video outside the podcast.
Yep.
Lit. All right, what's
Put
next?
my Mo Magic on that thing.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, an hour and a half into the show, it is TikTok time.
Damn.
Woohoo!
We're only gonna do a couple of
9:47
these because
is TikTok time.
this
Let's do it.
is a long ass episode. We're only gonna do a couple TikToks because we have some extras. Because, like I said, I'm going on vacation, so I prepped some beforehand. But we got a few. As always, We're going to do what we always do. We're going to start with the draft. You know what we're going to do this time? We're going to do a draft with... It's not a Celtics all-time draft, but it's a draft of only players who have played for the Celtics. Did you guys have time to prep for this?
Yeah, let's go.
Sure.
This is why you lose the drafts.
No, it's not. All right.
No, it's not. You lose for other reasons?
Yeah. Let's run it.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull my camera back up because I had a screen record. So there we go. So let me put this over here. Okay, yeah. So I said it for a second. The rules are any player that played for the Celtics is on the table.
Okay.
Let's draft NBA lineups with only players who played for the Celtics at some point in their career. And I had first pick last time, so it's me third. Who went second?
I think it was Donovan second. I had second last
No,
time.
I had third.
No, yeah, it's you. Because you picked John Morant in second, Mo. So you're first.
I'm first. Okay. Cool.
Yep, you, then Donovan, then me.
Okay, cool.
Only
So
players who played for the
first-
Celtics.
All right, so with the first overall pick, it's kind of obvious. Give me Larry Bird.
Okay.
All right.
I don't think it's super obvious, but there's another option.
Who's the
All
other
right.
option?
I will take Kevin Garnett.
Oh,
That's my first
okay.
overall pick.
Okay. Interesting. Huh. So there's like 3 really good players I could pick here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Larry Bird's gone, so I need to... Okay, first off, give me Shaq for my first pick.
Okay.
Okay,
Prime Shaq, easy.
nice.
Yeah.
I wanted to pick... My next pick, I wanted to pick Bill Russell, but the fit with 2 non-shooting bigs, I'm not going to do that. So give me Jason Tatum.
Okay,
It's a bit high.
Shaq
It's
and
him or
Tatum.
Paul Pierce, but give it to me.
okay.
All right.
Shaq and Tatum. Who you got? Donovan.
That's cool. Give me. Who do I want? Who do I want more? I think at his peak. Actually, no. Give me. I'll take Paul Pierce.
Yeah, you got to pick him for what you
Yeah.
have already.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so give me. So I have Larry Bird right now. Give me Kyrie Irving and also Bill Russell.
You have the 2 best Celtics of all time. That's tough.
Yeah. Yep. I'm coming for blood. Yeah. I've been reading all them comments.
All right.
I did my
Well, listen,
studying.
We're just building the 2008 Celtics over here. Give me Ray Allen.
Damn.
Nice. I like that.
Okay. So I have back-to-back picks. This is tough. I have a 3 and a 5. Ooh, which way do I want to go with this? I'm just gonna pick. I'm gonna build the current Celtics plus Shaq. Give me Jaylen Brown,
Okay.
That's funny.
and then I'm gonna slide Jason Tatum to my 4. Give me John Havlicek for my 3.
That's solid.
Okay. All right. So I need a point guard and I need a 5, or I can slide. We might just go really wing. I think we're gonna go wing dominant here. Give me Dominique Wilkins.
Wait, who?
I forgot he played for the Celtics.
I'll take Dominique Wilkins,
Okay.
Whoa.
and I will end up putting him at the 4, Pierce at the 3, Ray Allen.
Pretty
at the 2.
small, but okay.
This is
Yeah.
nice, Don. I like that, Donovan. I like that. So repeat. What's your team so far right now?
So I need a point guard, but I have Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Dominique Wilkins, and then KG. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Ray
very
Allen,
very,
Paul
very
Pierce.
small, but we got some bucket getters.
Bro, I have
Dominique
John Havlicek, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Shaq.
Okay.
Shaq's carrying.
Shaq
Alright,
with hella
that's
wings.
Yeah, that's hella nice. All right, so right now I have Kyrie Irving, Larry Bird, Bill Russell. This is a nice team that I have. This is really sexy. All right, so I gotta go. Now this is where it gets kind of tough and kind of ugly.
Yeah.
But you know what I didn't know? Pistol Pete. He played
Yeah.
for the Celtics.
He did.
Yeah.
I literally had zero idea. I'm literally just now learning this shit. And that man had a career average of 44 points. What position was he? A
He
2?
was like a combo guard.
Yeah.
Okay, Comagore. So give me Pistol Pete next to Kyrie Irving, and then I got one pick correct.
That's the most handles possible and the least amount of defense possible.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got Kyrie. Whoa, man, you're absolutely right about that. Damn. So I got Bill Russell, Larry Bird, Kyrie, Pistol Pete. My offense is pretty much unstoppable, but my defense is like it won't stop shit either. All right, so I need a good defender. You know what? This is the. Give me Kevin McHale. Give me Kevin McHale.
It's a good pick.
Yeah,
Okay.
give me Kevin McHale. I was about to fumble this draft to be
Every
honest.
40-year-old Celtics fan is going to pick your team in an instant.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you gotta outscore me, so good luck with that.
Listen, okay. I need a point guard, and I would just round out this 08 Celtics thing. I would just take Rondo. However, in 2004 and 2005, Gary Payton played for the Boston Celtics, so I would be taking Gary Payton as my point guard.
That's okay. That's a good pick. And I need a point guard as well. So I'm glad you didn't take Rondo. I'm gonna say it again. I need a point guard as well. I'm very glad you didn't take Rondo, so I'm taking him now.
Okay, nice.
This is character development for Donovan, man. This is nice. This is nice. This is tough. I wonder who won this draft.
This is tight. So you have the two greatest Celtics of all time, so you're gonna get a lot of comments.
Yeah,
Because like
for
on
sure.
paper names, I have Rondo, Jaylen Brown, Havlicek, Tatum, Shaq. I think my team fits extremely well. That's a good ass team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say yours.
And then I have Gary Payton, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Dominique Wilkins, and Kevin Garnett.
It's a sick team.
Nasty. Your team's nasty. And I got Kyrie, Pistol Pete, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, and Bill Russell.
I think you have the worst team in actual fit, but you have the best collection of names. But I think your team would lose.
Do I have the worst team in terms of actual fit?
Yeah, you have an undersized backcourt with no defense and a big front court with no shooting. I think your team would get clapped.
I don't know.
Clapped. Wow.
I don't know. I got Bill Russell. As long as I got Bill Russell, I can't say my defense is terrible.
I have Shaquille O'Neal.
Who cares? He's
R.I.P. But Bill Russell's been put in the basket.
Okay, cut that part when I say
yeah.
It's Shaq. Come on. Y'all are gonna act. Oh my god.
This is tough. This is close.
Okay. So next up, we're getting out of here real fast. We have disrespectful dunks, and I'm gonna do a quick 20 questions game. Let's do 20 questions real quick.
Let's do it. Who wants
got
to be
it. I got it because that's the reason we're doing this. Y'all got 20 questions to guess the NBA player I'm thinking about.
All right. Is this player a backcourt player?
No,
Does this player have any facial hair?
he does not.
Ooh,
Okay.
no facial hair is a big tell. Has this player ever made the East? Has this player ever made the conference finals?
He has.
Has this player ever made the finals?
He has.
Nice.
Okay.
Has this player ever made
no
an
facial hair.
All NBA team?
No, he has not.
Oh,
Is
that
this
means
player a
That means
starter?
nice.
Is he a starter? Yeah.
Has this player made the NBA finals between the years 2015 up until now?
Yes, he has.
Was he a starter on those finals teams?
Let's see.
That's in the air, Donovan. That's a big tell.
No.
Yanked.
Is this Richard Jefferson?
This is Richard Jefferson.
Easy, yo. I don't think there's not
Let's
many
go.
NBA players.
This
who
is
have
the ball
go.
bandit himself.
Let's go.
Yeah. I love the walking thumb man. He's so great.
It's fantastic.
Top tier. Top tier.
I wanted to see how fast you guys could guess him.
Yeah.
I saw him on my For You page. I was like, let me do 20 questions with him and see how far you guys think about
I
it.
hope he reacts to it. That's the real goal to it. That's the real purpose.
Okay. So last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna react to we're gonna talk about disrespectful dunks again and rate them based on how disrespectful they are. We're gonna do that. Then we're gonna get out of here. It's a long ass episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. This
Y'all are
is
getting
almost a
blessed today.
2-hour episode.
Yeah, we're getting
Damn.
people content. Okay. Y'all rate these NBA dunks based on how disrespectful they are. First up, Dwayne Wade on Kendrick Perkins.
I gotta watch this again. Let me pull this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it again. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I just remembered the spin move and the cabbage patch, and that's it.
That's all you gotta know. The spin move is so disgusting that makes this a 10.
Yeah.
Listen, this.
You combine the spin move with the fact that it's on Kendrick Perkins, sports media's #1 enemy. Instant.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10.
Yeah,
he gets the dunk, the and one dunk. He dances on him in his face. You can't dance on somebody on national television. That's disrespectful. That's a 10. And
any play that embarrasses Kendrick Perkins is a 10 to me.
And Wade's knees were hurt. He did this injured. Like he was.
What makes this even worse is that all of Kendrick Perkins' teammates, KD, Harden, Russell, they were all trying to be emotionless as hell, bro. They knew what just went down. This is a top 10 highlight of this man's career. Kendrick, you're done for.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith on what's the guy's Neal? What's his first name?
Gary Neal.
J.R. Smith on Gary Neal.
I love this one. I think this one is I don't think it's disrespectful, but it's like a 9. It's like a 9 though. Kevin Harlan's call saying we've just seen a man fly.
Yeah.
Listen, you know what? That's crazy.
And the thing is, that's such an accurate call. Just the pure show of athleticism and verticality and horizontality. It's not a word. That J.R. Smith showed. It's just amazing. Like, I don't even care that's not disrespectful like that. It's breathtaking. It's got to be high.
My thing is that, I'm stuttering, bro. Y'all look at the dunk when it initially happens. I look at what happens after the dunk, and Gary Neal was on the fucking floor for way too long. No teammates. It took forever for his teammates to come up to him, bro. That has to be a 10. He literally looked like he possibly had a heart attack or something, bro. Like that
man was a lone survivor.
Didn't happen what happened.
They threw him to the wolves.
Like his teammates came way too late. If I was Gary Neal's teammate, bro, or if I was Gary Neal, I would be so irritated at Tim Duncan, bro. Do something. Help me. Push him. Shit.
Tim Duncan is not the one. Tim Duncan is not the guy to come in and defend your honor. I can't imagine
anybody caring about something less than Tim Duncan caring about a highlight dunk. That shit was just that shit to him was 2 points. It might as well have been a hook shot.
Yeah, exactly. Bro. His immediate reaction must have been like, "Well, damn. On to the next play."
He's like, Gary, get back on defense. Get your ass up, Gary.
Couldn't be me, bro. Couldn't be me.
Joel Embiid on Aaron Baines.
Let's pull this up again.
I hate that I can't show these to the people because they'll get copyright clapped. But yeah.
No, but this is disgusting though. This is disgusting. Yeah, it's nasty. It's nasty. Embiid.
Oh my God.
Embiid puts his whole side of his body into Aaron Baines. If you make somebody fall on a dunk, +2 at minimum. Yeah. Like you go up a whole level scale. And it's in the playoffs. You dunked on me on national TV, on international national TV.
Bro. Joel Embiid has to weigh at least 320 pounds. Count it with the gravity of him flying through the air. He's throwing 500 pounds of force into Aaron Baines' chest. Can you imagine that? That means at least an 8 off of pure pain.
Plus, Aaron Baines had a man bun. He had the man bun going like this.
Oh, yeah. He deserved it.
That's a 10. Man. That's a 10.
Yeah, man, that has to be a 10. Embiid fell right after that dunk too, so it's like you don't know what happened. Two big bodies collided within each other,
Facts. The fact that Embiid fell down, you could tell he was in pain too. He jumped so hard with being that big that he felt the pain of it. That's how you know it's disrespectful.
This could have been the end of the universe, and Embiid really put his body on the line for this highlight play. This has to be a 10.
Joel Embiid almost ended the process by how hard he dunked on him.
Yeah, exactly. You got a broken face and you doing that? Oh, that's crazy.
All right. Sean Kemp and Alton Lister.
I don't even have to watch this one. I don't even have to watch it. This is either the first or second most disrespectful dunk in NBA history. He pointed at the man. Listen.
Cook.
Outside of teabagging. If you dunk on somebody and you point at them in a childish manner, he said in his face. That's a 10.
He stopped mid-game.
That's a 10.
He stopped NBA action to point and laugh. That alone, that's a 13 out of 10.
You have to fight. There's no other option other than fighting. I have to win something. You
I
cannot
think
do
lethal
me
action
like
is
that.
required if you're on the other end of that dunk.
Bro, where is this man's teammates? Why does he have to get up by himself? Someone just pointed at you on a ground.
They don't want to be associated with him. They are that embarrassed.
Bro, would y'all step to Sean Kemp if you were his teammate?
Bro, I wouldn't step to Sean. I would not step to Sean, but I would definitely
Sean
step
Kemp
to
got
my
that
man
thing
if
on
I
him.
saw him embarrassed like that. The
See,
hoes
I
are
was
watching. What?
He got the blicky.
Yeah. Tragic.
That's crazy dunk.
Yeah.
Next one. Shaq on Chris Dudley.
Let's run this
Chris
back.
Dudley. All right, yeah,
Let's run this back. Shaq drop step, pushes him
Oh my
away.
god.
One of the most iconic dunks of all time.
Yeah.
Once again, and like Chris Dudley throws the ball back at Shaq. It's kind of childish, but that's the only thing he has left in him. He just got emasculated in front of everybody.
We talk about
In
these dunks
LA?
like disrespectfulness in terms of like athletic feat. Like it's so disrespectful because you embarrassed him. This is disrespectful in terms of like actually being mean. Like you should not push a guy like that. It is blatant disrespect.
He disrespected him in Los Angeles at the Forum. This man got no play after the game. All right, it's over. It's over.
Damn.
With how he pushed him too, bro, it looked like Shaq pushed him so effortlessly. Like that was one of the most
that
graceful
was personal.
pushes I've ever seen.
He pushed him the same way I like swat a fly when I'm running and I just lands on my eyebrow. I'm just,
Yeah.
That's how he pushed him.
Yeah, the only difference is this man flew back and almost injured one of the damn cheerleaders. Okay, God, that's a 10.
Listen, it's one of those dunks. It's like Brandon Knight, where you Google this guy's name and the first thing you see is him getting physically embarrassed by a larger man.
Yeah.
Instant 10.
Yeah, bro. I feel if Chris Dudley has, man, I feel sorry for Chris Dudley's kids, man. just straight poses from. One
If this happened today, they would have photoshopped a graphic with him with angel wings behind him and posted that.
R.I.P.
And Dwight Howard recorded it and said,
Lord,
"Let
Lord
God
carry him." He would have said, "Lord, carry him now."
Yo, crazy. You're saying he got put on a T-shirt. Oh my God.
On the Airburst
Shaq said,
t-shirt.
"Stop playing with me before I put you on a song."
That's crazy.
Oh my God. Okay, last one. Vince Carter on Alonzo Mourning.
This was so cold.
Let me see this.
Listen, I don't care what rating you give this. I just know
Behind
it
the
has
back.
to be high because Alonzo Mourning is stumbling like a fucking drunk after that. He got dunked out of reality. He didn't know where he was.
Vince Carter is like 50 pounds lighter than Alonzo Mourning and still moved him to the side. Pure ease, 10 out of 10, disrespectful dunk. This is crazy. And what's wild is Vince Carter probably saved him because he probably could have did something much more disrespectful than this.
Ooh, the mercy itself was disrespectful.
Yeah,
He took
bro.
pity on him with this dunk.
Ooh,
He did
give
that
it the easy
dunk
way
and
out.
He didn't even have any reaction to it too. Just a deep, dark stare down to his soul. He just crushed that man generationally.
To his soul.
This man is the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, nah, man. Yeah, Vince Carter was cold for that.
Damn.
What makes this, like having no reaction in my mind makes this dunk even worse. Cause it's like at least point at me, whatever. But like you're nice
Oh, no.
about it.
You wanna get pointed
what are you
at?
supposed to say now?
You can't point at me. You can't point at me. Something dirty will happen on the next play.
An elbow to the neck.
Somebody's
something's
bone is
gonna
being
happen,
broken.
bro.
I don't know who.
Your,
Somebody.
your kneecaps will not be there on the next time down if you point at me.
Tony Soprano will be called immediately.
Exactly.
That's right. Well, guys, hour and 48 minutes in.
Longest episode ever.
This is the end of the
Oh my
episode.
goodness.
What should, tell the people what they should comment if they're still here.
Comment
This better be good.
Disney World. I don't know, bro.
Comment, I'm going to Disney World, like you just won a championship.
Yeah.
In all caps.
I'm going to Disney World. Yep, there it is. Comment that if you're still here.
I'm going.
And that's the end of the episode. We'll see you guys next week.
y'all.
Peace.